Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Harihi. The state of blessedness, total fulfillment, and the beatitude can be gained by paying the price of renunciation and realization of truth. These two things are there. We may feel the sannyasa, renunciation, something painful. But we know that in our life, whenever we have got any aspiration for something higher and which comes from within ourselves, then whatever is needed to get that, it is not a pain then for us. We are able to pay that price and we feel happy also. So therefore, when in this Dhanyashtakam, tyaktva, tyaktva, tyaktva word comes, of that having renounced, it is not painful thing or a frightening thing. And as I said, if somebody wants to live his or her life as it is only, then nothing is required, just live. But something higher means you have to do that. So in the fourth shloka we are studying, Tyaktva mamahamiti bandha kare padetve. Renouncing these two words, they are binding. Here words mean the notions. These our kalpanas, that which is there, that I am this body, this aham, and anything that belongs mama, mama, mama. These are only notions. We discussed this point yesterday. That does not mean we should not use the word as aham, mama, because in the transactional world, we'll have to use those words. But inside we should know what really it implies. So this is one part. The second line says, Mana vamana sadrushaha samadarshinaschya. Mana vamana sadrusha. Those who look upon mana, apamana, honor, dishonor, shame. Mana, apamana. How they are able to do that? Samadarshinaschya. See, mana, apmana have to see same. How? There are many different methods are there. There are not one way, one method only, you know. Generally what we find, if somebody criticizes me or dishonors or insults, I get angry or offended. But if somebody praises and honors, then I feel very happy. You see, if I can accept praise, honor of people, I should accept the other side also. Simple. Sometimes we say, what right he has to criticize me? But when he praises, I never ask what right he has to praise me. What right you have got to praise me? If you have got right to praise, he can criticize also. If honor, dishonor also. Acha. Another thing we must remember, many times all our this honor and dishonor is only our estimation of ourselves. I think that if somebody talks to me in this way, he is honoring me. If the other way, then it is not one way. It's our intellectual judgment. Our Gurudev has said in one time, like in heat and cold, they are the pairs of opposites experienced at the body level. Sukha, dukkha, joy, joy, our mind level. Honor, dishonor at our intellectual level. All our ideas. See, suppose the dog comes and you throw a piece of bread or that, he jumps at it. He doesn't feel that you are insulted and all that. Right? It doesn't have any idea. But suppose you go to somewhere, come. What do you mean by that? I said that the dog did not react. He took it very happily. What did you say? If you are invited also someone, then everything is served and everything. And then I'm just thinking, khate kyun nahi? Why don't you eat now? Why is this a way of it? You understand? So then I got one idea that this way, if then it is honor. If this way, it is dishonor. I am thinking. And people will act according to whatever their estimation, no? If they think that this person is praiseworthy or in their opinion, they will praise. If they think that is what is it? Why should I react based upon their all behavior and all that? Huh? This is one way. So if I accept honor, I should accept dishonor also. If I accept praise, then I should accept some censure also. Somebody will do that, and that also I should accept. Now, the Jnana Marga, I am untouched by this. Aham Atma Swarupa. Atma is not affected by these things. This is Jnana Drishti. Other is Bhaktas, Bhakta Drishti is one. Bhagavan is teasing me in this way. Huh? So, they don't look at man Apman. They look at Bhagavan. So, if your drishti is centered in God, then what difference does it make? So, how it is all our thing only. Man, Apman. Either accept both or reject both. Huh? But when we accept one, we don't accept the other, then there is another problem and all that. So the method of growth, inner growth is mana, vamana, sadrisha. Not that they don't understand. Huh? There is honor, dishonor. It's not that they don't understand it. Samadarashinascha. Now this samadarashin is a very interesting word. From the highest standpoint, samadhi nirdosham hi samam brahma. Brahma alone is sama in all of them. If you keep your mind sama, then the vishama, the mind will remain in even state of evenness. It will not be uneven then. Isn't it? Now, jnana drishti is sama, tattva is there everywhere. Bhaktas will say, Bhagavan is there only, my Bhagavan is only there everywhere. And practical thing is, are people behaving according to their own way? I should maintain my evenness of mind. Otherwise, every time there is something like that, because the outside world always be uneven. Temperature-wise, climate-wise, all that, right? All economic, political, social, all conditioning. People's, how they look at you. One time they look at it this way, that a pragmatism, how long you will all the time depend upon their all behavior, you are going to react in that way. Huh? So there is a problem all the time then. See, one is called paristhiti, circumstance, external. It's called manasthiti, a state of mind. If all the time my state of mind, manasthiti, depends on paristhiti, paristhiti will never be the same. So my mind also all the time jumping and oscillating or swinging different moods and all. Is it a good thing? Huh? Samatvam yoga uchyate, Bhagavan says that evenness of mind, that's what you have to maintain. That. So those who are able to do, they are dhanya purushas. Tyaktva mamahamiti bandhakare pade dve manavamana sadrusha samadarshinaschya. And how they live in this world, how they perform the karmas, kartara manyam avagamya. They understand, we may think that we are the karta, the doer of everything, but actually all prakriti gunas, they are continuously functioning. Of what kartritva we really can take on ourselves. Think of it. Somebody say, you are growing your hair. He said, no, I am not growing. I have stopped cutting. Because for growing, what are you doing? That is growing. That's why Brahmachari are not afraid of mundanam also. Ghar ki kheti hai. Crop will come again. So you don't have to do anything. If you don't cut, it is coming on. Digesting our food, what are you doing? It is happening. Nails, they are growing. Hey, what kartritva? Wait. Whole Sunday, I devote to grow my nail. You can say to cut that and to paint that, all that you can say, but not for growing. That you can't do anything. So then slowly you realize, actually, so many some sense of doership we have, really we can't take any sense of doership. So therefore they understand kartaram anya bhava. Jagat karta ishvaraha asti. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, nimitta matram bhava savyasacha. Arjuna, you only have to be an instrument in my hand. So then what? They give up the karta bhav and they become karana bhav. Karana. In other words, Bhagavan is my Swami. I am his sevak. I am not karta, Swami on that. Kartaram anyam avagam. Understanding that Jagat Karta Ishvara, he is the doer of everything and all that. Therefore, as a sevak, as a dasa, servant, I have to do everything only for that Lord. Because that Lord alone, he has blessed me with all kind of faculties, abilities, potentialities, everything that I cannot take any credit that I created this particular talent, this, that. Different people are born with all those things. So therefore, that Lord from whom I got all this, I have to just worship him, offer everything to him only. Narayana samarpayami. Narayana Bhagavan is. Tad arpitani kurvanti karma. All karma they do and they offer the paripaka phalani. All the phalad also, Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat Krishna Arpanamastu. Krishna Arpanam. Whatever is done, Bhagavad Arpan. Those who are able to do this. So, in practical life, they live as a sevaka, servant of the Lord, dedicating all karmas to Bhagavan, all the karma phalas also to Bhagavan. So, they are freed. Other sadhana that aham mama, what aham mama? Huh? The whole world belongs to Bhagavan only. What mamatva karsa beta? I thought, what mana, apman, all that. Why are you worried about that? So, those who are Dhanya Purushas, they live like that. Or those who live like that, they are Dhanya Purushas. Then, such is the case. Huh? So now what we find here, tyaktva. Earlier, grosser level it was said. Now it is something subtler level it is said. One more is there. Oh, Bhagavan, what else you are going to take away from me now? I don't think I have got anything. Arey, I will tell you what you have, all that. Now here, slowly, all the sannyasa dharma only Bhagavan taking on. त्यक्त्वैषणात्रयमवेक्षित मोक्षमार्गाः
त्यक्त्वैषणात्रयमवेक्षितमोक्षमार्गाः
भैक्षामृतेन परिकल्पितदेहयात्राः
भैक्षामृतेन परिकल्पितदेहयात्राः
ज्योतिः परात् परतरं परमात्मसंज्ञम्
ज्योतिः परात् परतरं परमात्मसंज्ञम्
धन्या द्विजारहसि हृद्यवलोकयन्ति
धन्या द्विजारहसि हृद्यवलोकयन्ति
धन्याः धन्या. How they are? Tyaktva eshanatrayam. Renouncing these three kinds of desires, three kinds of all our kamanas, vasanas. Avekshita moksha margaha. And they remain focused on the path of liberation only. Bhaikshamritena parikalpita deha yatraha. Parikalpita deha yatra means they sustain their physical existence here in this world only by bhaikshamritena. By nectar of bhiksha, what they get from alms. Bhiksham dehi bhiksham. सबको भिक्षु बनाने वाले हैं. ज्योति परात् परतरम परमात्म संज्ञम and हृदय अवलोकयन्ति, and in their heart they see what? Jyoti. What is that Jyoti? Paramatma Samjnam. Its name is Paramatma. Jyotisham api tad Jyotihi. Parat Parataram. Beyond that Jyoti, light of consciousness. Dhanya Dvijaha. Rahasi means ekanta sthane. In solitary place, they live happily and they meditate on that. Those who do live like that, they are dhanyas. Now what? What are these three Ashanas? Three Ashanas are famous. Where famous? In the Shastra. Oh, Shastra. What are Shastra? The people have got Vitteshana. Great desire for acquiring money, more and more. Wealth. movable property, immovable properties and all that, There are certain communities, they do not believe in immovable properties. You know why? Because some situation happen and they have to leave everything and go to another. Like, India-Pakistan division happened. And then people have to go away from, tumhara the landlord, only land is there, Lord is here. So they say, what is the use of purchasing land? Because you cannot carry land. Money is good. So some money in Switzerland, some money in Mauritius, and and some money in, why should I tell where? There or there. And you roam about. So when you need, you just get. But you cannot take your land and you cannot do it. But many people are very, no. Landed property should be there. Currency should be there. Cash and this and that. Because through that, they seek security. When that money is there, they feel they are secure. That gives them purchasing power. That gives them some status in the society. And if they want to do business and all that, money is there, I can do business. Or if the political ambition, that which is there and all that. So therefore, Vitteshana is very powerful. Very powerful. Because without money, nothing happens as far as the worldly life is concerned. So that is there, very strong. Then, Putreshana. Putra means the progeny, children. The Putreshana means what? Then I have got money. Therefore, some person who is just studying, and if you say, why don't you get married? Or you can't have education also not, I must get some job, I must get some. The wife will come, or how will I? So when the money is there, then I want to settle down. And all that kind of life, where the house is there, the wife is there, children are there, and all that type of life is them. Another great desire for that. Both strong. Then we call Lokeshana. Lokeshana. One meaning is to become famous in this world. People should know it. I am popular, I am celebrity. And there are some people very interesting, They just strive hard to become a celebrity, that everybody should know them. And when they become celebrity, they wear dark glasses. That is one kind of Lokeshana. Lokeshana, I want to reach Svargalok also. I have to reach the other world also. That also is there. Therefore, here they do punya karma and all that, so my seat will be reserved there and all that. That's also called Lokeshana. This is one. There is another three also. Deha Vasana, Lok Vasana, Shastra Vasana. Deha Vasana, attachment to body so much. Pampering the body, the look of the body. Therefore, they go for face lifting. You lift my face. That beautician or whatever, that other plastic surgeon, I have done enough to lift your face. Now anything more is not possible. Not possible? Then pull my body down. The Deha Vasana. Oh, ho, ho. There are many people, Kaya Kalpa, they want to do, all different kinds of methods they want to have so that I can live long, and Lok Vasana already I told you. What people will say? People should say, such a nice, wonderful person there. And Shastra Vasana, another thing. So some people want to go study, Jews, they want to become Sarvajna. By reading so many kinds of books, you are going to Sarvajna or what? Too much of that. I must know this also, I must know that also, I must know that also. Tyaktva shanatrayam. See, money is required, your life is required, that is understandable. But when this desire, which becomes greed, this becomes obsession, and that also nothing more than that, then it is terrible then. And the man does so much to pamper his body, this, that, and suddenly he finds, everything is going. Then why? Then what happens is total, man will get distraught and completely dejected, and all that will happen or not. Because you get so obsessed with that. He says, you rise above that. As much necessary that money is required, you have to earn. Whatever that requires, that also you have to do. But know that this is not the final goal or anything. When you have money, you must learn how to give also, share also, and all that. That's called avekshita moksha marga. You also must know that you have to get out of this. That's why when you go by airplane, air travel, they always tell you what is the exit door. Escape route you should know. Otherwise you will get stuck. Where you got to exit, from where the exit. A thief also, before entering a house, he tries to find out which is the escape route. But we are not finding out that. So we are stuck then here. These obsessions with desires and all that. Then even when you give one body, another body will die. And what next birth will be, that also we don't know. Rise above avekshita moksha marga. We'll continue tomorrow and we'll see what it is about. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om.
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 Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. Umapati Mahadev ki
Jai.
jai. श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
जय।
ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि।